What's going on, y'all? We up in here for another session, man. Another class session at KISU University, man. Get your pencils and paper out, man. How y'all do that? Take a sip of this holy water, man. Hey, man, I hope y'all taking a sip, man. Y'all need to go ahead and purify yourself, man. Hey, look. So, I seen part one, man. I was out there running my sprints, man. So I was listening to it as I was doing that. Hey, look, man. Most people gonna look at that interview and just point sole blame at Derrick Jaxn. Not only did I see some holes in it, but if you ask me, they both should still be together. Let me tell you something, man. So they both have their faults in that. I'm going to tell you why. So listen to that. So with Derrick Jaxn, his fault is not being honest. If what was expected for them to go ahead and just be them two together and that's it, then you're wrong, right? You know, you not being honest with the intent you kind of just doing, you know what I mean? You just, the way he was moving, it was a little bit of shady. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, we just gonna call for what it is, man. But you know what I'm saying? Because one thing's for sure, right? I'll be honest with you. From hearing what she said, if he would have been honest from the get-go, if he would have told him, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is what it is. This is how I view you. This is how we gonna move, yada, da, da, da. She would have accepted it. So by him going and moving, not being honest is what really hurt that situation. Now let's get on her. Look, check this out, man. Well, she explained her, you know, unfortunate circumstances of what happened to her at 19, right? She somebody forcibly entered into her, you know what I'm saying? And I don't condone that, not whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cool. But let's be honest with you, right? The trauma that she experienced in that, she claimed that, hey, this was part of the why I acted this way towards Derrick Jaxn, right? She came in with trouble. She came in with unsolved trauma. She came in and not being all the way 100 with Derrick Jaxn. She ain't sit over there communicated on what she didn't know how to communicate. You can't pin that on Derrick Jaxn. You could pin what he did on him, but she's just as guilty for the reason that marriage failed. And then, you know, he hit her with the marriage. And then you still bringing up old things. You haven't forgave. Don't nobody expect you to not forget, but you didn't forgive. So all of what happened in the past, you kept bringing that up. You ain't supposed to do that. If you chose to move on with him and forgive him and just say, hey, we're going to rock. Hey, I understand. I acknowledge that. We're going to move on. Then that's what you do. And you bringing up everything because you feel some type of way and you not being honest with that, man. Hey, man, all that balled it up. And then that went on the head, man. And you can see that was a result of her actions, man. Her actions was unclean way. You could just tell about, see, look, she ain't gonna tell you all. She gonna act like everything was everything and someone was innocent. Man, she was not keeping it all the way a stack. I can pretty much tell you that. She was not keeping that a stack. I remember I seen the one where she was talking about she was messing with old boy to sit over there, you feel me, and get back at him. Stop it. Stop it. Now, you know good and well, you feel me, you wasn't just racing cars. You know good and well you done went a little bit further. Because for somebody that moves like that, you want to be loved. You need some love. And coming from when she was talking about some of the issues that she didn't have with her dad, nah. We ain't going to just act like, you know what I'm saying, everything was peaches and cream when you was trying to make Derrick Jaxn jealous. We not going to do that. I seen right through that, homie. So she ain't going to tell you everything that's what she done. And how she really is. See, look, we ain't going to act like, man, how she all of a sudden this Christian woman And when she was out there trying to pretty much wish bad on others who was speaking about her situation, that ain't Christian like. So we can act like he man. Yo, your character is gonna really show when the funk really go down. When trouble arises, your character is gonna really show but what you made of and what you about. And we seen when the funk really go down, how she conduct herself. And we know that what she doing it is what y'all call clout. That's what she trying to get from the situation. She trying to go ahead, man, and benefit from the situation. Why else go on the podcast? You doing all that for attention. Come on, man. And if you was a real Christian woman, the union between you and Derrick should have not been separated. Should have not been broken apart. If you was really a Christian. If you was really a Christian. Yeah, man, all have sinned and come what? Come short. Cool. We understand that. We all know they have fallen short. But we ain't gonna act like both of them ain't come with some issues. We ain't gonna act like both of them ain't show from what she said. We ain't gonna act like both of them ain't come, you understand me, with insecurities. You know? Derrick Jaxn may have felt the type of way toward her, maybe a little bit there. See, man, like they went on ahead, you understand me, and married each other for different reasons. I didn't really hear too much about any goals that they had. I didn't really hear about any formidable union being formed. I just see a bunch of, you know what I mean? It was a wrong decision to think that marrying him was going to change. You knew what you was getting yourself into with him. And you thought that marriage was going to change that? No, that's why I tell y'all, man, marriage is really the union. It ain't about that damn piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? A piece of paper ain't going to solve nothing. The state recognizing your union ain't going to solve nothing. Who he is and who he going to be. Who the woman is and who she going to be. So you made a mistake in doing that. You can't blame no young age. You can't blame none of that. And then you was feeling some type of way. And then you brought a child in this world. Come on, man. You compounded mistake after mistake. You compounded mistake after mistake after mistake. You knew that you wanted Derrick Jaxn in your life. You should have just rocked with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did that. Y'all came in, talked about the little cheating thing, whatever the case may be. That was for your subs. That was for your viewers. That was for your supporters. They talking about, they crying, talking about, oh, my troubles is in a public light. You signed up for that. You knew what time it is once Derrick Jaxn started gaining traction on YouTube, man. You knew what time it was with that, especially when he got you coming in there like that. Stop the BS, man. Everything ain't peaches and cream. And I seen a troubled little girl that carried on her troubles through her adult life. And we know that therapy didn't do nothing for you. We know that therapy didn't do nothing for you. Now, I could really break down everything of what she said, but maybe that might be for another video. But people, like I said, people gonna sit over talking about Derrick Jaxn exposed. She really exposed herself, homie. Everything about what Derrick Jaxn, she told about Derrick Jaxn. Come on, man. You could have put two and two together. You didn't need her to tell you that. But she exposed herself. But I didn't expect a lot of people to be open-minded. I expect, oh man, she could expose Derrick Jaxn. And not looking at for what it was. They both have fault in that union. They both problems in that union. So both of their problems that they caused, which they brought together in a union, which contributed to it being a failure. And they talk about all this God stuff, but God wasn't in your marriage. Both of y'all was moving ungodly like. So we can go ahead and hit that right there as well. Both of y'all was moving ungodly like. There was no solid foundation in that whole marriage. It was a mistake to even get married. It's a waste of time. But as I always say, man, he begins and ends with the men. And I believe if Derrick Jaxn would have kept it real with her and been upfront with her, it would have that part wouldn't have been exposed. She would have been more acceptive and receptive to how he wanted to live his life, though. But he still would have been dealing with a woman that experienced a whole bunch of traumatic events. And whether he dealt with it or not would have been on him. That probably would have been a whole lot to deal with. Because I'm sure of it. She's a whole lot to deal with. I'm sure of it. So yeah, man. On both parties, man, there's fault on both sides, man. But anywho, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that stuff in the comment section, man. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and share this content. And we up out of here.